Hey guys, what's up? Are you feeling super fatigued on a GLP-1? Well, today's video, I'm going to talk to you about 6 different ways that we can combat the fatigue. I know for me, when I first started a GLP-1, which was Ozempic back in September 2022, I was so tired. And I didn't know why, I didn't know where it came from, and it took me months to figure it out. But I'm gonna share with you some of the things I did that did not work and they're not cost effective. And I'm going to share with you what did work, which are 6 strategies to look at to be able to reverse that fatigue. So if you're not familiar with me, I'm Jules. I'm 54 years old. I have 3 adult kids and 1 junior bonus child, and I have lost over 50 pounds. I've been maintaining that weight loss now for over 2 years with the help of a GLP-1. Yes, I'm still on a weekly shot of Zepbound that helps me maintain my weight and build muscle and strength, and have gotten pretty ripped in the process, which is super fun. So today we're going to talk about fatigue and what do you do, because this is probably one of the most common side effects of being on a GLP-1. And sometimes for people, it's so debilitating, they want to come off of the GLP-1 because they can't function. So I totally get that. I'm very fortunate that I get to work from home, and there were literally days when I would have to go to my bedroom and lay down for like 30 or 45 minutes because I was that tired in the beginning. When I say the beginning, I mean probably the first 3 to 4 months. I was really super tired until I was able to figure it out what to do. So one of the things that I did that I would suggest maybe not doing or being very cautious about doing was, I heard that if you take B12, that could help your energy levels. So I did. Not only did I take B12, but I did the injections. So they're very expensive. They're intramuscular. So if you think giving yourself an injection of the GLP-1 is hard, that's super easy. That's just subcutaneous. That just goes right under your skin. Intramuscular goes into the muscle. The needle's pretty big. I mean, I was pretty proud of myself for doing it. It's not an easy thing to do to yourself, but I did it for months, hoping that it would reverse my fatigue, and it didn't do anything. And I finally had to throw in the towel and say, all right, I'm spending a lot of money on this B12. It's not easy to give yourself an intramuscular shot in your thigh every week, and it's not working. So what else can I do to try to figure this out? So if you are actually B12 deficient, then yes, a B12 might work. I don't even know if I was. I don't think I was. I'm always getting tested for my blood work, but I just figured, hey, you know, more B12, the better, but that's just not the way it works. I think basically if you're actually deficient in something and you bring yourself up to that level, that will work, but bringing yourself beyond, you know, your regular levels, it's just not gonna move the needle for you. So don't do what I did. Okay, so one of the things to look at out of the 6 is you're not eating enough. So yes, when your calories are really low for a really long time, you're gonna feel tired. Your body's just gonna be tired. If you're used to eating, let's say, you know, 1,800, 2,000 calories, and now all of a sudden you're eating 1,200 or 1,400 calories for a long period of time, you might just get really tired of eating in such a deficit. So you might want to just bring your calories up for, you know, a week, even a few days. Just a few days of bringing your calories up could supercharge you and give you your energy back. Number 2 is a big one, which I found for me personally really helped me a lot, but it took me a long time to figure this one out, and that is you're dehydrated, meaning you're not consuming enough water or tea or coffee or being hydrated. And the GLP-1s, not only do they suppress your appetite, but they do suppress your thirst. So you tend not to think about drinking. You tend to just not drink enough water. and you combine that with not getting enough electrolytes. So now, let's say you drink enough water, but you're not getting enough electrolytes or salt, you're not holding on to the hydration. You're basically just peeing it out, and you need to hold on to that because you will get really tired when you become dehydrated. So make a conscious effort of making sure you're getting in enough hydration. I actually downloaded an app. It was a free app, and it tracked my water intake. So every time I had water, like 8 ounces or whatever, or I had coffee or tea, because that still counts, I would put it into the app to make sure that I was hitting my goal. And my goal was to consume at least half my body weight, which was kind of easy for me to hit that. But I was kind of aiming around 90 ounces, 100 ounces-ish. So 90 to 100 was kind of where I was shooting for, and I really felt good. The other thing that really helped me was to bring in some electrolytes and salt especially. When I never was a salt person, I never salted my foods ever pre-GLP-1. But now that I wasn't having any processed foods really whatsoever, or for the most part, I wasn't getting sodium. And I think that bringing in that salt really helps to keep the hydration in. So try that. Have a pinch of salt with your water in the morning. You will generally feel a difference in like an hour. If you don't feel the difference, then maybe that's not it, but that should help you out a lot. Number 3, you're not moving enough. I know that might sound counter to what you want to do or feel like doing, because if you're tired, you're just not gonna wanna move. But sometimes you have to make yourself move. And it doesn't have to be something crazy, but just going for a 5 or 10-minute walk, especially after you eat, actually can help you bring your energy levels up. If you're sitting for a long time, like let's say you have a desk job and you're just sitting for more than an hour, staring at a computer. Yes, that's what I do too, although I have a standing desk. It makes you tired. You get tired, your brain gets tired. You just kind of, you get really tired. So start walking, do some air squats, get some movement in, get the blood pumping, and that can give you more oxygen to your brain and actually help your energy levels. Number 4, your sleep schedule is all over the place. It's super inconsistent. If you're not getting consistent quality sleep, you're going to be tired. Period, end of discussion. You're going to get tired. You're going to be very fatigued. If you go to bed at 10 o'clock one night, 12 o'clock another night, 11 another night, you're waking up at different times. Maybe you're waking up in the middle of the night, because everyone always does. Yeah, you're gonna be tired. So try and implement a consistent sleep schedule. And I have a sleep video. I know it's sleep video. I have a video on how to get consistent quality sleep, steps you can actually implement and take to get you to the place that you want to be, because it takes a little bit of work in order to get your sleep schedule. It took me months to get my sleep schedule, and now I'm in bed between 9 and 9:30 at night, and I wake up by 5 in the morning every single day, sometimes earlier. I pretty much automatically get up without an alarm, because my body just knows that it's getting enough sufficient sleep, and I feel amazing. No matter what I do, even if I'm doing everything else right, if my sleep is off, and I just feel like crap. So that is another trick. Number 5, your food quality matters. If your food quality is low value, that could also make you super tired. So you want to focus on high quality foods. What does that mean? Like fresh proteins, chicken, fish, beef, burger, steak, eggs, cottage cheese, yogurt. You want to eat whole foods. If you are eating a lot of fried foods or processed foods or fast foods, and I say a lot is very subjective. I mean, for me personally, I pretty much do not eat processed foods at all. Yes, I have protein bars and salad dressings, which are considered to be processed, but I really stay away from anything that comes in a bag, a box, has a barcode on it. I do not eat fast food. It doesn't appeal to me. It doesn't make me feel good. I feel fatigued. So if you're eating those foods, take note of how it actually is making you feel. And I literally write it down because you'll become more cognizant, and then that kind of becomes intuitive eating, right? So if you know that you go out to fast food and you eat something, even if it's a smaller portion, but it's making you feel like crap, write it down so you don't forget, because next time you might think twice and go, maybe I don't want that McDonald's because I don't like the way it makes me feel. So food quality matters. And then number 6, which is the final one in helping you reverse this crazy fatigue that we get on GLP-1. It's called reactive hypoglycemia. And what that is sometimes our blood sugars are very high. And then when we are on a GLP-1 and we're eating lower calories or starting to lose weight, our blood sugar goes to normal, what would be a normal level, not below normal. It just hits that normal level. But we have a reaction, like it is hypoglycemia. So that means that we might all of a sudden kind of just crash, get tired. If you ever eaten a meal and then you're just like, I'm just so tired, and I know that's happened to me. That did happen to me in the beginning a lot. I remember having lunch, which was my normal lunch, which I have almost every day, which is my omelet and veggies and cottage cheese. But then I would crash and get so tired and wondering like, what is going on? I don't get that now, but it could just be from your blood sugars, which were abnormally high. Now they're going to normal and you're getting this reaction. So you want to make sure that your meals are pretty balanced, protein, fats, maybe some carbohydrates as well. Not absolutely necessary. And when I say carbohydrates, I mean starchy carbs, because I always have carbohydrates. So in the form of vegetables or fruits, sometimes some starchy carbs as well. So if they're a little bit more balanced out, your blood sugar will remain a little bit more stable. And sometimes you just have to kind of ride it out because your body's normalizing now on the GLP-1. It's going from this, this metabolic dysfunction to trying to regulate itself, and it just takes time. Once I figured out what to do and what worked for me, implementing, these are the top 6 things, and I've implemented all of them, my energy level started to come back, and I was pretty even keel throughout the day. I didn't have these highs and these lows. I wasn't climbing into bed and taking naps in the middle of the day, and my husband would come in and be like shocked that I'm like in bed, sound asleep at 2 p.m. and couldn't function at all. And I know it's super debilitating. So really try to look at any of these 6, implement them. Let me know if it works for you. Leave me a comment. If you liked the video and got something out of it, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button so you always know, when the next one is coming, the bell button as well. And I will see you in my next video.